Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mayor's Monday Message for April 27th, 2020. I want to start off again this week by thanking everybody that is complying with the orders from the governor's office. York has been doing a tremendous job of staying at home and keeping our businesses closed that need to be kept closed. We still have to talk a little bit more about improving what we're doing. There's still some folks out there that aren't taking this seriously, and that puts us all at risk. So we want to make sure that we're getting the word out that none of the rules have changed. All the business closures that were in effect last week are still in effect. There is discussion about how we can come out of this, but the only way to come out of it is if our county sees 50 new cases or fewer over the period of 2 weeks. So we are not going to be opening this week or next week. We need to work on getting our numbers down, and then we'll meet the qualifications that some other regions of the state have been meeting. So we have to work a little bit harder and keep doing what we're doing. Some great news, and I think I mentioned this last week, is York County is 8th in the number of people that we have in counties in Pennsylvania. But right now, we are down at number 19 as far as deaths. We've only had 8 deaths in York so far, and unfortunately, we've just had our 3rd death here in the city of York. It's very sad. My condolences again to all those that are losing loved ones or that are getting ill with the virus here in the city and in the county. But we are 19th in deaths. So think about that. We're way up here on population, but we're way down here on deaths, and we're 15th out of all the counties when it comes to the number of cases. So we're doing well. We are doing well, but we need to do a lot better still. It's hard to really track the effects of what we've been doing because there are different things happening in different counties. But I want people to know that over in Lancaster County, they have nearly 10 times the amount of deaths that we have here in York. In Reading and Berks County, they have 11 times the amount of deaths up there. They have 88 people that died up in Berks County. We've now seen more deaths of Pennsylvanians than we've seen than died in 9/11. We have twice as many Pennsylvanians that have died in the last 6 weeks than die from murder every year. In just 6 weeks. That's a whole year's worth of murders. We've had that many people die from this in just 6 weeks. So it is very serious. It is something that we have to continue to work on. Some people, if you've been paying attention to this, have been talking about the Spanish flu back in 1918 and how Philadelphia went and they continued to have their parades and things like that. Over 50,000 people died in Philadelphia because of the Spanish flu. I believe there are over 1,000 already dead or near that in that area in Philadelphia and surrounding counties. But in St. Louis, where they took social distancing seriously, and this is even back in 1918, they closed down businesses, they made people stay at home. They had many fewer cases, like 10 times fewer cases than they had in Philadelphia. However, even in St. Louis, they started feeling good, and so they released the restrictions that they had. And guess what? Their crisis lasted a lot longer than Philadelphia's, and it saw a spike even after Philadelphia was seeing a decline. So we have to continue. We're not out of the woods yet. We have to continue to do what we're doing. We need to keep the businesses closed that are on the business closure list. The parks are closed except for individual activities where you are more than 6 feet apart from each other at all times. So there are no contact sports, no basketball, no football, no baseball, no skateboarding. All those facilities are closed right now. If you want to go out, take your dog for a walk, play with your kids, something like that, that's what the parks are open for, but nothing else. And I understand that there are other cases because of essential businesses, people are in close contact with others. Those are essential activities. Playing sports, whether it's kids or adults, is not an essential activity. That is something that is prohibited at this time, and we need to keep it that way. That's really all I have. Well, I have one more. That's all I have on Corona today. And continue to wear your masks. If you're going out, we do have pickup at restaurants. We're trying to be as lenient as possible to make sure that as many businesses can be open as possible, but we need people to be wearing masks. And if you need a mask, if you can't find masks, feel free to message me on Facebook. We have masks here. I just got a new supply of these masks in, and we'll be able to help people out with that. Finally, I know it's a time where lots of people are struggling, but we still have to consider that life is going on. There's more to do, and there's more help that is needed besides just the coronavirus. We've got amazing nonprofits all over this community that are helping us out, helping our kids out, helping out the homeless, helping out, making sure we have wonderful arts in our community, maintaining the history of our community. We've got all of these groups, and if you are able, they can use your support. And Friday is the day that they can use your support. It's Give Local York Day. So we're really trying to get out there. Last year, we raised over $3 million in a 24-hour period, hoping to do at least as well. We know the coronavirus has had an effect on some people's budget. In some cases, with the stimulus money, we've been able to see more money come in if you're still working a full-time job and you got the stimulus. So consider, please, donating your stimulus money if you did not need it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to donate to the food bank and to Bell's Socialization and to other organizations that are helping out our kids and helping out all of us across the community. So please, the link is on there for Give Local York. It's going to be all by remote this year, so please just go to the link and you can see how you can donate. Also, I know last week that I talked about some assistance programs that we're working on, and they hit a couple snags with the federal government, and so we're working very closely. I hope to have an announcement for you before the end of the week about some programs that we are putting in place with some money that we got from the federal government. Unfortunately, when you get money from the federal government, it always comes with a lot of red tape and a lot of rules of how you can spend it. So we're working and doing our best on getting that money out to the public as soon as possible. So keep an ear out, keep an eye out on Facebook, and I'll have more details about that in the future. So for right now, just enjoy some time with your kids. I'm going to want to have a little program when we're done with all this about the different types of artwork and different types of creativity that came out of this process. Hopefully you're spending some time with your kids and being creative and whatever it is, making things with popsicle sticks or just drawing. You can do so many things right now when you have a little extra time, and we hope to make do some displays when we're done here to show the creative process that came out of the struggle that we're in right now. So thank you all for continuing to work with us to make York a safer city. Thank you for those that are sacrificing by being out there and being our essential workers. Thank you so much. And we won't see you around the city this week, but I try and keep in contact on Facebook, and I want you all to have a safe and peaceful week. Thank you.